I can just cut it out. Okay.
La 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 la.
Okay. So what is it? What do I start with?
The first question.
Okay. So what is the name of your business?
The name of the company is Techland Communications.
What does your business do?
We specialise in telecommunications, so installation of phone systems and providing network solutions for our customers.
How did COVID affect your business?
Well, for us it was an interesting time. It certainly forced our hand into moving to a different type of way that we provide our services to customers. We had a business plan a few years ago to move our services that we provide over to cloud, and COVID pretty much forced our hand to do that sooner than what we thought.
Is it better to work for yourself or other people?
Oh, it's always a tricky question. They both have, I think, their ups and downs. So working for yourself, you do have the luxury of being able to run the business the way that you want, and to be able to work, I suppose, initially to work at the pace that you would like to work at. Definitely the downside of working for yourself is just not having those benefits that you would get from working for an employer, such as holidays when you want, and obviously the other benefit of working for someone is that steady or guaranteed income.
What are some positives of being a small business owner?
I think it's good to be able to see your business grow. You're the one who, in a way, see, that's where you need to cut. I need to.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't feel rushed. It's fine. Cut
Let me think about that one. See, I should have written this down. What was the question again?
What are some positives of being a small business owner?
See, I had a good
If you need startups, just think of negatives and think of the opposite of that. Do you want me to come back to it? What are some threats to your business?
There's always a lot of threats. Obviously, competition from other businesses that offer the same or similar services. Some of the other threats, given what we do, is technology itself. A good example is in the early days in the company we used to offer video conferencing, and video conferencing in its heyday was almost, like the elite that usually a larger company would have, because of the costs involved. They were in the tens of thousands of dollars to get a decent video conferencing setup. Whereas these days, in the technology that's evolved, video conferencing has literally become a free product. Everyone from, say, Microsoft, using Microsoft Teams, Zoom, as we all know what they are, especially in the last couple of years, they've all offered that video conferencing service at literally a very small price, if not free. Even things like Apple and I'm assuming Samsung as well have their own, you would call it video conferencing or FaceTime, where you're able to have multiple people in on the same call.
How do you manage your finances?
Not very well. It is difficult as a small business owner to be able to manage all aspects of your business. So there's lots of different things that you do need to do, and the number one thing is to do the work itself. The other things you need to really keep on top of is your accounts. So being able to get your invoices out, because it's obviously nice to be paid for what you do. But what we find, or what I've found, is as we've gotten bigger and the more customers that we've taken on board, you do need to delegate some of that work to other people. So having someone to be able to do your accounting, being able to submit your tax once every 4 months, and also your invoices, and keep on top of all those outstandings, etc.
How many people work for your company?
At the moment, technically it's only one. We do tend to, given the type of work that we do, engage contractors more, if anything. Contractors, even though cost more, especially per hour, you don't have to keep them on board and employ them every day. So in a way that also can bring our costs down.
Do you have any business partners?
Technically, again, well, my wife is co-director of the company.
What would a day in your business look like?
That's always a tricky one too. You can wake up in the morning with a list of things that you need to do, but that can seriously change before you literally get out of bed. It takes one phone call for everything that you had organised just to go completely pear-shaped, because of, again, the type of services that we offer with the telecommunications. If a business comes into work at 9 o'clock and things aren't working, the first person they're going to call is me, and to say we need you to come in urgently, and you obviously want to do that to make sure you keep that customer happy. So all of a sudden you've gone from what you thought was an easy day set out in your diary or calendar to just being thrown into chaos.
What opportunities have been given to your business?
We've had many opportunities. Again, we've been able to network and meet lots of other people in the same industry, or people who offer services to customers that require us to come and do that for them. For example, there might be a salesperson who doesn't have the technical expertise to complete the whole installation, and that's where we come in. We've been able to partner with different vendors and quite large vendors, internationally renowned, like Alcatel-Lucent, Avaya, and Panasonic, for example. And that's also been able to, in a way, just broaden our knowledge of those types of products.
And finally, what is the main objective of your business?
The main objective, I think, is to possibly, again, looking back on that original business plan that we had, that we were almost forced into, hasn't really come to, to be exactly what I was thinking. It would be good to be able to offer these services without literally leaving the desk, and become more home-based, if you'd like, or office-based, without having to physically go to site. But we do a lot of customers who that just won't work for, where we do have to support them. For example, our aged care customers, you can't support them from home. That does require a lot of on-site visits.
Thank you for sharing your insights of a small business owner.
My pleasure.